notice that there's lots of really great gardeners out there, but I think the biggest challenges that gardeners face is that they don't have proper systems and they don't have the proper structure in their garden. And if we don't have a clear plan, we find ourselves rambling and we have random successes. And what I want to do is I want to take gardening, I want to develop a system, and I want to help gardeners develop a clear plan that can guide us through the growing season, to extend the growing season, to maximize our harvest, so we have manageable harvest and we have sustained growth and really, really healthy plants right throughout the growing season. And without a clear plan, gardeners end up with random successes, and they attribute these successes very often to luck or circumstances. What I want to do is I want to take the guesswork out of gardening. I want to give monthly guidance, weekly guidance, so that gardeners know exactly what to do to develop a framework and a plan so that we can have repeatable success year after year. One of the main focuses in my gardening course is to build healthy soils and to develop a really robust community of life within the soil so that our plants can thrive. Let me give a brief example of what I mean. So in this bed over here, my garden plan says that I'm going to be planting peppers here early in the month of June. So from March all the way up until June, this bed is going to be vacant, except that I'm going to be seeding it with a cover crop, broad beans, and then I'm going to overseed it with Phacelia and Alyssum. That's going to create beauty in the garden, but more importantly, it's going to allow us to get photosynthesizing plants in the ground that are going to feed the microbiology in the soil. But the real secret here is that I buried fish from my fish amino acid using the Korean natural farming method so that I can build really, really great fertility below the ground to nourish all the crops that are going to follow, not just for this year, but for years to come. So this is vermicompost from my worm tower, and I'm going to mix the seed in there, dilute it so that I can get an even spread over top of this bed. This course is all about building biological systems using low input but maximizing our outputs for higher production, more nutritious food, better food, and year-round eating. So in the course, you join a community. You get tons of weekly video of content of me actually doing things in my home garden where I take what I've learned at the market garden and apply it to the home skill. And then in our bi-weekly Zoom meetings, I answer questions and I do a deeper dive on some of the science behind regenerative agriculture. Because I believe that if a gardener is knowledgeable about the biological systems, it empowers them to make a huge impact in their own garden, to create beautiful, diverse ecosystems that attract beneficial organisms to their garden and produce more food for themselves, for the family, or for their community.